Hey guys, it's Vazar. I've changed my name today. It's pretty cool, but I'm going to tell you about this video. It's a Tron video. The game's called Tron Evolution, and basically, I've borrowed this off my cousin, and obviously I love Tron, so it makes sense that I borrow it and play it, obviously. So I've been playing this all day, really. Well, not all day actually, because I've only got back at like 2 or so, but I've been playing this. I got quite far in it, and it's very like, you don't see everything in here obviously, but there's some really good parts in it. It's very like the Tron, like the universe of Tron basically. Like you can see how everything's lit up, and it's all very like Tron. Like everything is basically Tron, which is really good about it. And like the jumping, and like you'll see it in a bit. Like a lot of the stuff is very like it is, like very agile when they're in the air and that, and it's all like all the moves and everything, it's all very flexible in that. But yeah, I have been enjoying this game actually. You get like you get like at the moment I'm like, what the hell do you do? So I'm kind of a bit of a noob, because this is the first time I had to go. This is like first mission, but it's really good. Like everything's so just as it should be. It's not like obviously Call of Duty or anything like that. It's a very different game to that. I haven't completed it yet, but I'd recommend getting it if you like Tron, because it's like, it feels like you're in the Tron world, if you know what I mean. Like there I failed a bit, but everything's kind of like what it would be like, and got a cookie voice, but like everything's lit up. Like it's not just all blue and orange. There's like these infected called, I can't remember what they're called now. And then these, like you see there's a guy in purple, and then there's people in green as well, which is pretty cool. Everything's like not just blue and orange like in the movie. Like here, so like they do like slow cinematics and everything, which make it look like really cool. Like here, well not there, but that was just a minute ago. But this is just going through the basics at the moment, so I do be a bit newbie at first and die quite a bit, but I get used to what I have to do and I end up doing it. Like this bit, I think I die. But enough of that. I went into town today, got some Microsoft points. So I've changed my name, and the weird thing is now, when I went into game, you have these little cards. You can buy 400 Microsoft points, 800, or 1,200. So I thought that was pretty cool that you could buy 400. So I bought the 1,200. It was like this little card. It's like a sheet of cardboard, and with like 1,200 in that. So you give that into them, you pay the money, and they give you a receipt, and in that receipt is a code, which is pretty cool, because like there's not all this packaging anymore. It's just if you lose your receipt, then you're a bit gutted because you've lost your fucking code. I guess that they would like give you a replacement code, but it says the token is redeemable via Xbox Live. Activation successful. And you get 2 receipts. You get the token and the receipt. So it's pretty cool actually. Pretty new way. I think it's more efficient at the fact that you don't have to actually like use a massive, either a game case it used to be, and then it used to be a piece of like like a card with all this weird stuff in the middle. It was recyclable, but I think this way is much easier, because you just get yourself one bit of paper and a receipt. So that's a pretty cool way. And so I've changed my name to Avar Vazar, and there I just realised this is like little Tron, little like plug sort of. It's like this weird like memory. So I thought I'll die just to pick that up. See, the Navi bit, whatever that is, and you get quite a lot of achievements in this game actually. I don't even think I'm probably about halfway through the game, and I've got like 200 odd achievements, so it's pretty good for achievements. That's one of the games. I haven't played online yet, but I'm gonna have a go at online. If you want to see any more Tron videos, then tell me, because I've got further in the game, so it's going to be like more advanced and stuff, and it's like much more better than this at the moment. But I wanted to show the first game, obviously. But yeah, I've been looking at computers for next birthday, which is in April. So obviously I'm looking at computers, and I know they'll go down in price, and I know that for definite, because when I was going to get my laptop, which was 350 quid, 350 I mean, that was like at least 400 when I first seen it. But then obviously after Christmas it went 50 quid down. So I've been looking at these computers on HP. I'll give you a link so you can like tell me which one you think would be better to get. But there's one with a I'm guessing I think it's called a Phenom 2 X6 Intel not Intel graphics or something like that, or some sort of weird thing. And then there's the Intel Core i3 550, and apparently the Phenom X6 would rape that ass, so rape the Intel Core. So the only thing with it is because it's a Phenom X6, which is like the best one, it's like £600 for the computer, which I probably won't be able to get. So I'm hoping that it will go down in price. I don't know if it will go down much, but I know it will go down, and we'll see how much money I can get. But hopefully, and then the other one's like a HP something. They're both HPs. They're really good computers. But the only thing, there's a disadvantage with the second one, and that is the fact that you can only have up to 8 gig of RAM. You get 6 gig with the computer, but you can only have up to 8. But with the other one, with the Intel i3, you can get up to 12 gig of RAM, which is pretty damn cool. So I don't know whether to give up not having a Phenom and just have 12 gig of RAM eventually, or have 8 gig of RAM with a Phenom X6. So I don't know really, because the Phenom also has the Phenom computer also has wireless built-in, so I can connect without a wire. It also has, I think it has a HDMI slot, so I can have HD like visuals and that. So obviously like it will look better. And it's got 1 terabyte, but then you can always change the hard drive. Or the other one's got 750 hard drive. It's got 4 gig of RAM with the computer, and you can go up to 12 gig. And you've got just a VGA cable, and you've got all these other, you get like keyboard and mouse and that, and you get like 8 USB slots, so that's pretty good. But then you don't get the Phenom, which is not as fast, I don't think. So it's kind of debatable really. It's like kind of like, because obviously the first one was going to get is only 400 quid, which I was going to intentionally get, but the Phenom obviously is 600 quid, which if I only get 400 quid, then that's all I'm going to be able to get is the one without Phenom. But obviously I'd prefer to get the Phenom because obviously it's quicker. So either I buy the thingy computer and then save up for a Phenom graphics, whatever it is, and then obviously install that, or just go for the £600 one if I can afford it, which I don't think I'll be able to. So I'm thinking of just getting the £400 one with like the really good gig of RAM in that, and 750 gig hard drive. But I've got 500 gig one already external, so that's going to be quite a lot of memory anyway. So obviously I'm thinking about it. I've asked my dad to see what he says. Obviously if everyone gives me money I may be able to get the second one, but I'm thinking of just getting the 400 gig one and just eventually in time just upgrading the whatever I think it's like it's not a graphics card, it's like some sort of like processor I think. So yeah, that's that. But obviously I've just talked much about computers today, but obviously now I've changed my name to Avar Bazaar, it's going to be like more official, and I'm just having a fight against this it's like an infected ISO. Either he's become one himself, or he's just got infected by something, but they programs think that he just manifested like that. So obviously he's the infected, and like this is like a couple, like in the Tron Legacy movie you see the fact that you see a flashback of when Tron protects Flynn and he gets to run off. Well, this is just before that actually. It's like a mission after this. You see Tron get turned into a program, so it's not actually that much before that. But thanks for watching.